This is the practical based on X bar and R chart, what we have discussed in theory lecture yesterday and the day before yesterday. Let us see, the title of the experiment is construction of X bar, the horizontal line should be on the head, and R chart. You have a data in this format, sample number 1 to 8, and mean of sample is calculated, range of sample is calculated, which is readily available. We have 8 samples, each of size 5, so small n is 5 and k is 8. The process is expected to produce items within the mean 2.5 and standard deviation 0.15. So this is the process average and process standard deviation. You can recall what I taught in theory. There are two ways of construction of a chart. When the parameters are given, constants are provided, and case number 2 is when the constants are not provided. So in question number 1, parameter mu and parameter sigma is provided. So you have to construct the limits by case 1, then plot the chart, and after drawing the chart, plot these points, and then you make a conclusion whether the process from which this sample data is selected under statistical control or not. So let us see how the work is done. Examine whether the process is under statistical control using appropriate control chart. Now the word is appropriate is students should know by using a data what is the control chart used. I told yesterday when you have a data for variable characteristics, firstly you have to control the variation, and once process coming under the control of variation, then you proceed for controlling the mean. So firstly we draw the R chart and we try to make a R chart under control, and then by using that control limits, that means R bar you will get from there, and that is used to get X bar chart. But that is required if the standards are not given. Here standards are given, so you can proceed by any one way. This is question number 2. Again, the process average, process standard deviation is given, so it is same as question 1. In question number 3, you have a process average, you have a process standard deviation, so it is parallel question number 1, 2, 3. Question number 4, sample mean given, sample range given, but standards are not given. So this falls under the construction of control chart when parameters, when constants mu and sigma are unknown. So question number 4 is different than 1, 2, 3. Let us proceed. Firstly, you have to describe the process and then you have to solve the problem. Construction of X bar and R chart. This everything I explained yesterday. Xij is the measurable characteristics. I from 1 to k, j from 1 to n with the measurement for ith sample. X bar I dot is a sample mean. Ri is a sample range. Si is a sample standard deviation. X double bar is overall mean. R bar is the overall mean for the range. S bar is overall standard deviation. So these are all calculation based on the sample data. Variable x like length, diameter, thickness, weight follows normal mu t and sigma square t. This is our assumption. We assume that variable under study coming from normal population. Then mean of the variable follows normal with targeted mean and sigma square t by n. This is the sampling distribution what you have studied in special paper. This everything expected value of r bar small d to sigma. This everything we have discussed in theory. So without going in detail, you can refer this from the notes. Construction of X bar chart, this everything given in the theory. If the parameters are known, this is upper control limit, this is the central limit, and this is the lower control limit. If standards are not given, that means they are unknown, so you don't have knowledge of mu and sigma. So here you have to predict, you have to estimate mu and estimate sigma, and then use it. So here sigma is estimated with the help of R bar and mu is estimated with the help of sample mean X bar I. So when the parameters are not given, your upper control limit is X double bar plus A2 time R bar, central limit is X double bar, lower control limit is X double bar minus A2 R bar, A2 is 3 times D2 multiply root N. Sigma based on standard deviation. If sigma is unknown, so we use S bar as an estimate. So these are the corresponding limits if sigma is considered as unknown. Now we proceed construction of R chart. This is for X bar chart, for R chart. Mu sigma are known, then your control limit of R chart is expected value of t is now Ri, plus minus 3 times standard of t is nothing but a range. So you get corresponding limit. This we have discussed nicely in yesterday's theory class. So you can refer again theory class and try to understand how these limits are developed. If they are not given, then you have such type of control limits. Let us proceed question number 1. Average of the sample is readily given. Sometime what they do, now this is a sample of size 5, so they will provide 5 values here. Then by using the 5 values, you have to get a mean, you have to get a range. Now here directly mean and range given, so we don't worry about particular values of these 5 items. We don't require also. Mu is given to be 2.5, sigma is given to be 0.15, n is 5, k is 8. So what I do, I put these values in case number 1. Here I will put. I will replace the value of mu, I will replace the value of sigma, and A is obtained from the statistical table. So you get upper control limit for X bar, central limit for X bar, and lower control limit for X bar. So after getting that limits, R bar is 2.538. Put the numbers directly. So upper control limit 2.7013, central limit is 2.5, lower control limit by this formula 2.2987. Now you can see this is a layout. I have y-axis where I take a characteristic understudy. Since it is X bar chart, so I will put sample mean on the y-axis. And what is the x-axis? X-axis is a sample number 1, 2, 3, in this example up to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Suppose I write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now you can see easily sample number 8, the sample mean is 2.79 and upper control limit is 2.70. So this point goes outside upper control limit. Similarly, this is number 6. Sample number 6, 2.29. Lower control limit is 2.2987. So this point, am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 number. It is 2.51. So 2.51 and lower limit is 2.29. So it comes below that. So this is the way of plotting the chart. And now as these 2 points are falling outside the limit, so interpretation is for X bar chart, the process is not under statistical control because sample number 6 and sample number 8 lies outside of the control limits. This you have to do on a graph paper. That student has done here only, but it is better to do it on a separate graph paper. Now for R chart, when mu and sigma are known, the limits are like this. The value of D2, value of D4 readily available in statistical table under the heading of constants for control charts. You can open that statistical table in the index, in the contents, the heading will be constants for control chart. Open that page. For given value of sample size, they tabulated values of these constants. D2 is available, D1 is available. So I get corresponding control limits for R chart. Now I plot it. This is the central line that is given target value. This is upper control limit dotted line, lower control limit. If it is coming minus, you have to take 0. And if it is plus, then according to that. So here, lower control limit is 0. That means x-axis itself. Now what is this plotted? These plotted are nothing but values of a range, which is calculated from sample. So these values are plotted on R chart. And it is observed that almost all the points are within the limits. So from R chart, the process is under statistical control as all the sample points fall within the control limit. But if you look criteria of detecting lack of control, these points are very close to the central line. So there is a little doubt in the mind for R chart whether process is free from variation or not. You can see they are giving some sequence, but this goes up, this come down, then goes up, then come down, goes up, come down, goes up. So there is a random phenomenon, no doubt, but having a little doubt. So this is the way of solving a question of R chart and X bar chart when standards are given. Now I will not repeat question 2, question 3 because they are similar to question number 1. Now we go for question number 4 where standards are not given. These question 1, 2, 3 are parallel. Let us speak about question number 4. Now, question number 4, this is your data. You are drawing a 10 samples, each of size 6. So, small n is 6, k equal to 10. Now, here also the calculations of sample mean and sample range is readily available. In some question, they are giving these particular 6 values per sample. Then by using that 6 values, you calculate mean, calculate the range. Range is nothing but large minus small value in that particular sample. Question asks, draw appropriate control chart and conclude whether the process is under statistical control. Also state the future control limits. That means if process is under control, use that constant and say what will be the control limits for that process. Solution. We draw the calculation table as below: sample, sample mean, sample range. It is your data. K is 10, N is 6, X double bar, mean of mean, X bar, I divided by K, I1 to K. So total of these divided by number of samples. R bar is range average, summation Ri upon K. So I get R bar, I got X double bar, not a single bar, because it is mean of mean. Now by using this, now in this question, mu and sigma are unknown. So I have control limits X double bar plus A2 R bar. A2 is from the statistical table. For given value of small n is 6, this is 0.483. Put the number in proper place and perform the calculation. So this is your upper control limit for the process from which this sample data is drawn. Central limit is X double bar, which you calculated. Lower control limits replace plus sign by minus, and that is the answer of lower control limit. On a graph paper, this is the x-axis, central line at 29.03. These are the X bar I, upper control limit as a lower control limit. But if you remember my words, when mu and sigma are unknown, you should not proceed for X bar chart at the beginning. You should proceed firstly R chart. And once R chart comes under control, then on the basis of that, find R bar and then calculate your control limits. Now here the student has done the mistake. He plot X bar chart at the beginning. So the conclusion what he draw, this point number 2 out of upper control limit. So he conclude that process is not under control. Now for R chart, when mu sigma are unknown, so firstly you have to do this and try to get the process under control. So this is your upper control limit, central limit and lower control limit. If lower control limit is coming minus, take it 0. So now by fortunately R chart is coming under control. So this R bar is used directly to get control limit for X bar chart. So that is why here no harm whether you plot firstly R chart or X bar chart. But always be remember, when standards are not given, firstly plot R chart If some points fall outside, you neglect that point, and then on the basis of remaining, recalculate control limits for R chart, plot the chart. If it is under control, then go for X bar chart. Now by using this, the next part is you have to suggest control limit for the future. So to suggest the future, we have to omit the points which are lying outside the limits and then recalculate the limits. So in X bar chart, point number 2 is up outside the upper control limit. So I have to drop this value. And then on the basis of remaining sample, that means 9 samples, I will calculate control limits, and that will be treated as a future limits. So R bar is summation Ri upon K. Point number 2 lies outside of control limit, so we neglect this point. So we have calculation table as below from 1 to 9 by dropping second, new X bar, new range, and then control limits for X bar chart based on 9 samples, control limit for R chart based on 9 limits. So these limits are suggested for future. For X bar chart, the process is under statistical control as all the sample points lies within the control limit. So this is your revised chart. Now here all the points are within the limits. So this is going to be used for future purpose. So this completes your discussion about how to construct X bar chart, R chart for given sample data.